Agents, Eddie with E5 Realty here. I wanted to go over the third-party financing addendum. This goes with all your contract when you're getting your client is getting a loan. You include this addendum with the contract. What we're doing is explaining to the seller how you're going to purchase the home, how your client's going to purchase the home. So we want to go over the types of financing. There's several types of financing that are available. There's the conventional financing. What you want to do here on the conventional financing is just explain, and you're going to be in contact with your client's lenders, so you're going to know these numbers. And you want to know if they're having just one loan or two loans. Sometimes, especially if someone wants to buy a house and they have a house to sell, but they don't want to put their house on the market until they've purchased another home, they'll get a second loan, a bridge loan, and what that does is makes up the difference for when they sell their house. What they'll do is they'll pay off this second loan, the bridge loan, and so sometimes we'll have two loans. I've done quite a few of these. So what you want to do is on the first mortgage, you just want to explain to them the loan amount. The loan amount is you're going to get that number from the first page of the 1 to 4 family contract. And then you're going to want to put in there how many years the loan's going to be for, whether it's a 10-year, 15-year, 20-year, 30-year, and then what the interest rate's going to be. Now with the interest rates moving around, I always bump this up a little bit higher. So if they're approved for 4.75, I might put 5.0 just to cover the bases. And then for the type of the loan, if it's a balloon loan, this might be 5 years. If it's a regular conventional loan, then and it's a 30-year up here, you're going to put 30-year right here. And this right here, the buyer's loan estimate for the loan not to exceed, normally this is 1%. I've talked with lenders, it can be as high as 2%, but I always like to use lenders that keep it at 1%. Your second loan is basically the same thing. What are the terms of that second loan if they have it? 90% of the transactions on conventionals is just going to have one loan. There are some that will have two, like I explained earlier. The Texas veterans loan for land is basically you just fill out the amount of the loan here and the number of years. FHA. Now FHA is going to have several different types of loans, and you're going to have to know which type of loan your client's getting. 90% of them are going to be this 203B loan. That's the basic loan that your client's going to be buying the home and living in it. And I will go over in another video the different types of the FHA loans there are. In this one, we're going to do the 203B because that is your client buying a home that is move-in ready. And so the FHA is going to put it under this section. And then you're going to want to put the loan amount right here, the number of years that the loan's going to be for, and then again the interest rate. And then again, if the interest rate's a flexible rate, if it's in 5 years, it'll go up. Then you put 5 years. If it's a straight 30-year loan, which most of them are, then you put 30 years here. And then again, I like to do 1% here, and most lenders are going to have 1%. The VA is if if you're working with a veteran, then you're going to fill this out because if you're doing a VA loan, and it's the same thing as the conventional loans. And USDA, if you're doing a USDA loan, you want to make sure the house is qualified for the USDA loan prior to doing a USDA loan, because that's rural areas. Reverse mortgage, if they're doing a reverse mortgage, those are starting to become more and more popular. If you don't know what a reverse mortgage is, I've got somebody that can actually explain that to you in more detail. I have not done a reverse mortgage loan yet, but with the increase in its popularity, I assume that we'll be coming across that soon. Approval for financing. This is where your client Now my clients, I have them all go through my lender, and they get pre-approved through underwriting. So I can come in, and as long as my client's been pre-approved for underwriting, I can actually waive this and come down here and put this contract is not subject to obtaining buyer approval. And the reason why, they've already been through underwriting, and if I'm in multiple offer situation, this looks really good. But to be honest with you, even though they've gone through underwriting, I'll still check this here. But instead of putting 21 days, most banks take 21 days. Once a property is assigned to a loan, then they'll go send it through underwriting, and takes them about 14 to 18 days to approve that loan for that house. If you work with a lender that already underwrites approved and just waiting for them to attach the house to it, then you can change this to 14 days, maybe even 10 days. Just talk with the lender and see where they're at and how their process works. What you do in these situations is, what I like to do is, once they get under contract during the option period, order the appraisal and have it expressed appraisal done, so that you get the appraisal completed during the option period. Okay, this right here, the FHA VA required provision, this is where it is based off of the appraisal value of the home. And a FHA loan and a VA loan, they are not required to purchase the house if it does not appraise for the contract price. If that happens, there's a number of things that you can do. You can renegotiate the price with the seller and bring it down to the appraisal price, or your client basically can come up with the difference between the appraisal price and the contract price and add it to the closing costs. And then you have your client sign it, and then the sellers would sign it. And that is all. If you have any questions, you always know I'm available to give me a call. We can discuss it. And if you want to stay updated on all the new videos we add, subscribe to this channel. Hope everybody's having an awesome day.